Game-Geki. Silent Ascension.
Hello and welcome to Game-Geki, the show that is all things Downhill Ascension and DDK, joined of course by Downhill Ascension, as we wrap up the pre-show and yet another amazing live show. I mean, they're live right now. In times around. This episode's out sometime tomorrow. I guess it's today now.
Right now, Eric's the one who's going to have to do those. So we're going to sign off for now. We'll let you enjoy the show.
We just had Brit's final fate.
So please don't go anywhere. Enjoy the
working
show.
towards
Take care.
Eric's final fate. And no doubt it's going to be some real titular stuff. Guess people really want to post that thing. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Here we go. As Mario would say. Would he say, here we go. I've got a Mario sound effect in the system somewhere. Yeah, this'll do. Ooh. Yep, that's Mario, all right. Let's throw a sticker in to show my. I don't even know what that is. Let's just throw that in. All right, everyone. I gave it my all. We're tired. Another foggy street.
Nils, what did you do to her? Where is she?
I didn't do anything to her. I swear.
Don't fucking lie to me.
I'm not. I saw the two of you fighting. I came to check on her and then she just left.
You're gonna help me find her.
She's fallen right out of
And
the
if she's
plot.
hurt, I swear I'll kill you myself.
I guess she doesn't resent being drowned a bit then. She takes it in a stride.
Brit! Where are you? Brit!
I guess this is the
Brit!
wrap up
We've
of
been
Brit's
looking
fate.
for hours. I don't think she's here, Astrid.
How did it come to this, Nils? Is she alive? Is she okay?
I don't know where she is, Astrid.
We have to find her.
Do we? I think maybe we're not meant to know.
Why the hell am I listening to you?
Brit's story, however I felt about her. This story needs to be told.
Damn it, he's pushing his podcast.
Yes, now.
God
Before
damn it.
time's muddled and forgotten.
Oh, sorry, they're pushing their podcast. How could they do such a thing? Shill. That's what they are. Cheap shill. Oh, they're arriving at the old steel mill. Feels like several weeks in preparation to
You
arrive
alright?
at this mill.
Are you? I need a moment. Alone.
Is that like Eric's catchphrase? Are you?
Eric, I just wanted to say, we're going to make it. We'll walk out of here with faith. Together.
There is no more together for us. We're just tolerating each other to save faith.
You don't get to decide.
No. You need to listen. For once. I'm getting my daughter back. And then, I don't know. Maybe we're done, Rachel.
Rachel's not
Eric.
so keen on that. Come on now, Eric. Chill yourself.
Let's go get Faith.
Perhaps him agreeing with her plan is the ultimate decision on how this goes. This foggy steel mill, filled to the brim with cultists. Doesn't seem like anyone's here.
She has to be here.
Well, there was someone in the rafters then. Oh, there you are, Faith. Let's just get you home then.
Daddy? Mommy?
Are you hurt?
We're gonna get you out of here.
They want me to do something bad again. home. I want to go home and be a family again.
We'll always be a family in some way. Even if Mommy and I can't find our way back together.
He hasn't got the will.
Eric, they're here. You have to go.
I need you to be a very brave girl right now.
Daddy?
Keep her safe.
Come on, Faith. We need to get you out of here.
Mommy?
Alright, no, don't take the child. You're ruining our plan.
Hello, Mother. You've come to witness the arrival of the great empath and reap what you've sown.
Rachel!
I have.
Then you know what must be done.
No, not more body parts.
Come on, we have to hurry.
Just give me a second. Shit.
I thought you knew how to work this.
I've never done this before. This was Toby's job, not mine.
But before, you said you tried to shut it down. Eric, what really happened that day?
I was just trying to help.
What did you do?
When I found Toby passed out, I tried shutting everything down.
Shut it all down.
They told me to do
But you
it.
shut everyone
Who
down
told
instead.
you to?
I didn't know what I was doing. So I pushed a button, and I'm sorry, Nora.
You killed all those people. My brother. And you let your best friend take the blame. You're a fucking monster, Eric.
Nora, please.
Oh, you gotta hear me out on this one.
I'm not the monster she is. Toby, Nora,
Someone gets upset enough, they'll
Faith.
send this place into the other world.
I'm
Gotta
sorry.
watch yourself. Stow your emotions.
Eric, what are you doing? Mother, it's time.
Wait, Rachel!
No! Please! All for you, our dear blessed.
Stop! Don't!
We welcome
Damn
you,
it,
great
she's been
empath.
carved up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Eric's not got the job done. Well, there you go. A titular meltdown occurred. Or didn't occur. I'm not too sure. Speaking of meltdown, let's move on to the Endure, where this time we'll be helped by a tie. Who's off and around in the chat? In fact, they'll probably be going, your time, a tie. Die well. I thought I was a cameo. Look at his untextured body there. Just a blurry mess. Oh wait, there he goes. He's lidded in now. I really shouldn't have gotten a washing machine with a big fan in the middle. Is this the time where we get to feed Eric to the monster by any chance? My head's not in the game today. Eric, say your catchphrase. Say, fuck! That was almost, but nothing, no cigar. Nothing, no cigar. There'll be a quiz one day. What voltage were the decavolt batteries held at? Here comes the cameo. Wow, look at its eye in all its splendour. You'd not be happy if one of those was on you, would you? A living or dead. It's the terrible truth, though. If you're not cremated, then you eventually, inevitably, you'll be consumed by horrible insects. Time for Eric to be fed to the monster. It could have put the other monster, though, just so you could see what the other monster does. After that Morgie, it was one enjoyance too far. Sorry, Eric. You made a mistake, and now you're going to have to live with your mistake. No, he's doing okay so far. He's holding his own. He's still within the green, but he's dropping. Uh-oh, he's in danger. It's closing in on him. No! He's about to perish. Tap in that spacebar as well in case it works. Oh, Eric. He is a shadow of his former self.
What the hell?
He's about to be put to pasture. All I can say, Eric, is...
Lord.
What? Oh no! I suppose the fire monster isn't relevant to Eric, so they couldn't really show that monster with him. This monster was in the actual episode and everything. Too late, Eric. Eric. It was the end for the boy. Cheaters, people are furious. The animation is stunning. Oops, I guess the Steve mail and this got everyone gooed. Yes, they're goo for sure now. Oh yeah, I actually got to see it this time. And now he's goo. Worse and worse. Game. Quote unquote game. That guy is not pleased with this outcome. Atai, you made a nice corpse. Great corpse, Atai. I don't understand why people want the good characters to die. I guess there really are some evil people in this world. Well, sure, Eric means well, but good is a bit of a... I'm sure Eric means well, but good is a stretch.
Right, we're in the Silent Hill Ascension post show. Eduardo, Layla, that wasn't the right scene. You got to see the suffering scene, or path, so to speak, on that one. So not quite what you were expecting, I would surmise. We'll make sure.
Damn it, something's gone wrong.
Always happens that you will get that in catch up and in episodes. The correct scenes will be put there. This is gonna make it. We just want to make sure that's clear. One thing also that's clear. It is a little bit of a cliffhanger. So tomorrow will be the actual kind of last moments you'll see on Eric there. So make sure before tomorrow that you get a chance to check the correct scene, see what happened. But
I'm playing horror game to see everyone live happily ever after.
Parts, you got a little bit of a bonus treat. So hopefully on that side, you did appreciate that. So sorry about that. That said, our team's looking at it. We'll make sure that the video on demand, so to speak, the catch up, the episode, you do get access to that. Otherwise, yeah, honestly, that discussion for me between Eric and Nora was really key tonight.
Yeah, because the whole town, if we're going to reminisce on good old Tobes, the whole town did blame him for the whole thing. And he wasn't not at fault if he was passed out over the control panel, but also Eric pushed the button. And the rule when you're operating big machinery is if you don't know what button do, don't push it.
No, I mean,
Old Tobes, the Homer Simpson of Hope's Junction.
Right? What really happened that day? That's so critical. Now we're gonna show that video again, like the start of it. So just to make sure here, the one that premiered today, production's gonna put that up in our background here. But this is where Eric makes his decision about how to protect Faith, and in the process, the truth about his involvement in the steel mill accident is revealed. That discussion with Noah is really important. Somebody also mentioned in the chat, and I can't help but do it, that Rachel has too few fingers so she can file for this ability. Don't forget, she has some extra fingers from Xavier. So she's all sorted there, don't worry.
With having one eye, already have it covered there. That may not be enough for a blue badge.
More than enough fingers, no matter what.
Yeah, as long as she kept him on ice, she should be pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. Now, but yeah, coming back to that moment, I'm not the bad one. She is. That Layla was pretty key. Ooh.
I'm just not going to lie. I just care about Astrid and Olivia. Down. Shut them down.
Saw that bus and then took Rachel and chucked her under it like Regina George. I get where you're coming from, King, but you're all of you, you're all the only innocent one here really is Nora and Faith. Yeah,
Faith is innocent. I mean, she's not responsible.
Steel mill incident.
I think she's not responsible is reasonable, but I don't know if innocent is the term I'd use with that child.
Well, I'm just saying specifically about the steel mill incident.
Oh, sure. Yeah. She was
other crimes than.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yes, that is more than reasonable. I accept on that for sure. By the way, yeah.
Sorry, Leonardo's 5 is pitching a Fingers on Ice, a Silent Hill musical. So, Eduardo, I think that
No. Faith is not innocent.
That's our next pitch.
Excellent. I like it. But yeah, before we kind of like talk about the decision that opened today, because it's going to be a bit of a shift here. The correct video is already there. So once our show ends, you'll be put back into kind of the main area. Check it out. You'll be also with the rest of the community here.
Now I'm confused.
So check it out. Have a lovely moment between you, the fans. Our show's about 15-ish minutes, so hang with us. We're gonna have a good time talking about stuff that opened, meaning of the story and all that, because today we have a decision opening. Production's gonna put that up on screen. That one's in Norway.
That is true. That one is
those catch-up
Norway,
episodes
and
are ready.
Will Astrid explain Brit's fate to Nils? She never stood a chance. It's her own fault, or I failed my sister. That's, I think if anybody ever looked at me and my faults as a human being, which I know I seem perfect, but I have many.
It's time to step into the arcane library.
Hit me with that pitying.
Go ahead and do that.
Never stood a chance.
Do today's
I think I'd
duties.
claw their eyes out with my bare mitts.
So, if you want to be judged by Layla, you know what option to do. Now, if you'd like to not be as harshly judged, there's 2 perfectly valid options left for you, which is great. And by the way, it's not just Nils, right? Nils with a recording device. You see, never
Nils is always, content that is valid.
Who want to aspire to make your own podcast.
Really whipped that phone out. They had ready to release your recording.
You learn that early enough in here. We learn that early enough in here on Game-Geki. Gotta love that content.
Recorder at any point. Also, what is that?
No, that's gotta be that one.
What is that audio sphere like? Like, are you just recording it with the nature sounds, the tragic story of some woman's life, while the birds are just in the back and the frogs are ripping?
You're such a videographer.
Is that the kind of audio quality we're going for here now? Truly a disgrace.
Look,
he's a disgrace.
When you start, I remember like when I started streaming, I had the little white microphones, the ones on a stand. You make do with what you have. What we have today is a little bit better, but still not good, as you say. Now, Norway, we had the story. We're gonna put that back up on screen because we're gonna contextualize kind of, Astrid and Nils were trying to make sense of what's going on, but again, what happened?
Confused
in Norway last week?
So at the end of the episode, we're gonna go into the catch up on what really went on there in the old steel mill.
And this time, I'm gonna read the slide in the correct order. The promises to set things right, but everything isn't as it seems. Other Brit attacks Astrid, and the truth about Brit's involvement in the violence Ava enacted is revealed. Brit faces off against her personal demons in a final encounter.
And crushes them. Truly, like the collector's just like, gotta let this one go.
Excellent stuff.
Somebody outbid me in the last second, sniped it up. Whatever, can't get it.
Collector standing there like, well, points were made. See you later.
Someone needs to get a shotgun and say, collect this asshole. The collector's all like a shotgun. Collect your asshole. What?
Story, and in my heart, that's kind of what happened. There was just a vibes off, and Brit won. And I'm proud of her.
No, Brit, like honestly, and kudos to the audience for this one. I don't like Brit's path was really, I think every other character is at 2 and 4, but like Brit was straight up like, no, we're behind her. Like the decisions weren't close. It was like whatever we can do to protect Brit, we're gonna do. The only decision that was close
were behind
was the
Brit.
one where people weren't sure what the redemption path was, so they were like, it's between these two, kill her, embrace her, not 100%. And in the end, chose correctly, embrace her, like completely catapulted it last second. Honestly, kind of like the one in Pennsylvania, right? With Eric.
Intact.
The scene didn't play out correctly, but one of the victims took off at the very end. I was like,
completely missed that one.
That bit, essentially, that decision, like essentially occurring live. And at the very, very last moment, one of the victims shot right up took it down, and that was the redemption choice for Eric. Which again, once our post show is done, we'll remind you about how you can check that
They
out.
just weren't ready
Available,
with the old redemption choice
right away.
in the
Now,
queuing.
Yeah, actually, I kind of started on Pennsylvania. Might as well. Production's going to put up essentially our story in Pennsylvania. And Layla, you're going to, as always, do the pleasure of reading that out.
You know, I think I will, Eduardo.
Decided not to this time.
Eric reveals the truth about his role in the steel mill accident, and production also throws up the slide.
No, that's my bad. I didn't ask production. I'm so sorry to our production.
Dang, I don't have enough pieces there.
To be fair, tonight, I definitely want to give a shout out to our production team, who's really trust us. We're you know, while the video played, we're in the background trying to figure things out and make the best experience for you, the audience. So like, really big shout out to our production team as always. And that's my bad. I'm sorry.
Yes, that has to go
we
like
do love
that.
production. They are incredible and a small, mighty team. But speaking of small, mighty teams, Rachel devises a plan to protect Faith from harm and insists Eric enact it. Eric tells Krista how he really feels about the two of them. Chad did notice that Krista got stuck with babysitting duty again, which is I don't know how I would feel being constantly stuck with a child who pointed a knife at me.
No.
Look after that child.
I'm just saying that did happen.
There are many knives in Pennsylvania. I don't know what happened.
I've
There
screwed
must have
that
been
up.
like some salespeople that like just went around. It wasn't Best Deal on Electronics. Clearly not responsible for the knife epidemic.
Best Deal on
But
knives.
clearly some people were out of a job here and sold a lot of knives.
Northeasterners, look at me. I'm not gonna say the name of the brand. Well, you know about the knife salesman, I promise you. They've come to your door. And I'm not joking.
The knife
My friend was in
sales.
that MLM.
Shiny knives.
But anyway, so yeah, I guess, you know, Pennsylvania just all about them knives. And the child got a hold of it, and you know, same knife keeps getting everybody into trouble. We saw Rachel's fingers get snatched. Same knife took an eyeball. You know, busy knife. It's got job security in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they're definitely sold all the knives you need. Like, if you need a knife, just ask somebody.
Got it right now this time.
They're pretty sharp too. Like, I mean, we saw. I mean,
The sharp
I think
knives
that's
are the
why
best knives.
The collectors having trouble in Norway. The knives just can't be as good in Still Dallin. In Pennsylvania,
What?
no problem.
What did I
collecting
fail
those
on?
Fingers left,
Oh.
right, center. No matter where you look, fingers to go. In Norway, maybe the knives are just not sharp enough.
Yeah, maybe.
Because this
maybe
bit
the
wasn't
knives aren't
connected
sharp
to
enough. Maybe
anything
they're
in
just made out of
particular.
ice, like their hotels.
Well,
Then the knives.
at least that town, right? No, it's not the whole country, but at least that town. Not the. And I think that's the secret. We're talking about like fate and hope. We're wrong. The core decision was: did this town have knives? That's the secret, clearly.
Knives were leaked to the people of Hope's Junction.
I do feel like it's funny because America.
Wonder why her voice
obviously
keeps
is kind of
dipping
the
like that.
gun country, and in our Ascension, America ends up being the knife country, and then Norway ends up being the gun country. Speaking of Norway, hey, production's gonna put up a graphic about the audience choices from this past week. The first one is a Norway one, which is what will Brit do to stop other Brit from harming Astrid? She embraced herself.
Sure, I got it this time.
How will Rachel? That was redemption, by the way. How will Rachel respond to Faith's followers? She will
got-
challenge their beliefs. So the redemption choice, and that for the triple redemption. How will
No,
Eric
we're not
answer
good.
Chris's question about choosing Rachel? He said she
say
is
what?
Faith's mother. Mother is mothering,
Oh.
absolutely. So even though we've hidden the choices, redemption's still on the street. So good for our audience for like sniffing out the correct choice. They're like redemption bloodhounds out there.
Sniff out redemption.
Yeah, and to be fair, a redemption win feels so much better when the audience doesn't know, right? Because like there's a big difference, right? Like we've talked about like redemption being the key choices in the past, and like, you know, it was close with another, with damnation often. There's a big difference here, which is that you didn't know which option would, obviously some easier to guess than others, no, you know, but there's still this aspect of it's less certain. So in a way, we can celebrate those redemption wins.
Maybe that.
Because it's not the same context. It's not like everything was clear. It's you, the audience, made that decision to go, okay, let's do this. Let's try to figure this out, and then go like, okay, we think we figured it out. Let's try to go with this one. And honestly, I did like a lot of the redemption lines. So the one I liked from today's scene was Eric basically tailing Rachel. You know, there's like he told
Stumped
Crystal,
by
like,
this
she's
one.
face lover, like no deal. But he's not like with Rachel, like, yeah, now let's get together. No, he's like, no, you need to listen for once. And she's like, no, but and he's like, no, let's go get Faith. And then he walks away. And she's like, oh, like, finally gets the backbone where he needs it. That's the important part. Where he needs it.
I think
You always need a
Eric
backbone where
has
you
now
need
the
it.
aura of a man who has had enough. Because at first I feel like we saw him kind of drifting through the Foundation a little bit. You're getting introduced to the concept of the merging ceremony, and without Rachel there to kind of put pressure on him to act a certain way, it was very like, oh, merging ceremony?
Okay, so that looks good.
Okay. Oh, Krista's hitting on me? Well, okay. You know, a lot of just going with it.
That's
and
Eric
now
for
that
you.
the pressure's on, his daughter's in danger, we see him finally speak up for what he wants, which right now is to get out of this situation. That being said, audience, you'll have to tune back in tomorrow. Sorry, audience, I keep messing that up for you. Audience, you'll have to turn back in tomorrow. Unfortunately, you will not have any of the three of us to guide you. But on Wednesday, Eduardo and Noah will be back.
Why am I going wrong? Is it because this is like too early?
Whatever Eric shall experience on a fine Tuesday evening. So have no fear.
Yeah, we always break it down. It's very important. Because we like to. It's fun to talk about like the story, and I think one of the
I've
funnest
wired it
parts
like
about
this
horror
before.
shows is hanging out with your friends on the couch and laughing, or taking or you know, screaming or speculating about what's to happen. Because for me, there's
Isn't
a
that the objective? I mean, this one
like,
technically isn't burned out.
The unknown is terrifying, but doing it together, you know, feels good, and that's why we do it with the audience, so I feel less scared. Now, the decision opened today.
I'm really confused.
Screen. We went through it.
There you go.
Pennsylvania, you know, we know that tomorrow we're going to get Eric, but let's look at what else we're going to get, right? Because this decision is also going to close tomorrow. Layla, if you can explain, then we can kind of like walk through it. I'll look at early audience reactions to this as well. Get a little bit of a live look in.
Absolutely. So we got how will Astrid explain Brit's fate?
Review that question, which
is a fate decision. Once again,
is a decision towards
it's her own fault.
Astrid, but it's not the final fate
Chance,
question.
Or I failed my sister. Those are
I'm
your
describing it
options.
on the show just now, so.
And I saw a lot anti-Nils sentiment in the chat.
How will Astrid
today.
explain
So
Brit's
very
fate to
curious how
Nils?
this is gonna play out.
I failed my sister. It's her own fault.
Listen, I
She never
think
stood a
they're
chance.
little bit of
There you
a
go. She
fool,
never stood
right?
a chance.
But I'm curious to see how that anti-Nils vibe is gonna affect this conversation.
Throw all my thing in there.
What they're gonna have.
I should level me up
it's like,
to
what's
the
the version of
greatest
no comment?
mountain of an
Essentially,
achievement.
like,
Why on that? Wasn't that working?
Maybe
Go.
it's a good career change for Nils. Maybe they can become a paparazzi.
And that'll put me
Yeah. No.
level 300.
Production, your message is received.
Level 300. Yay!
So everybody knows here in the audience, we get a live look into our production, and you just put in a big sign to let us know what's up. Which translated is, I gotta tell you, audience, it says no video live. Don't worry about it. We'll guide you. The video is available, but you'll have to look at it on your own later. We'll guide you to that. Don't worry.
No, these choices are
To
good.
see somebody with a marker
I
in
just
their
picked
mouth
one at
holding a
random.
white piece of paper up to get us a message. That's the kind of ingenuity that we got staff.
The greatest achievement.
But,
I mean,
you know,
what
the thing
greater
here.
thing
You
would you
gotta
want to
think on
achieve
your
than
feet,
getting
just
300?
like Astrid. She's got to think on the fly. That's why that decision's a single day. And essentially, right now, I feel my sister's kind of the winning option. Definitely a way to look at it for sure. Like honestly, that as long as you choose that or it's her own fault, Layla's happy. So, you know, Layla being happy is great for everybody.
Emergencies, Nils
because I
die.
work with her. So happy Layla's great for everybody. Trust me.
Well, upset Layla's also very entertaining. So
Yeah, but we have to keep that for our show nights, right? So
That's true.
You need that outlet. Now, yeah, Layla, the thing is, like, our show is for tonight's coming to an end. And the thing is, we should really make it come to an end because we need to give our audience a chance to check out the scene. So Layla, recap for us kind of what's happened, our next show, and then
Rehab what's happened. You played the
I'll
wrong scene. That's what
take us
happened.
away and let you, the audience, know how to check out the scene you should have seen tonight.
Absolutely. So, I mean, folks, we've recapped
Big lordy lord
quite
to
a
the ever
bit
suffering
tonight, but what you
production.
can look forward to tomorrow is Eric's actual final fate. He and the Entangler are in close quarters right now, so meep. You know,
He got entangled.
And we'll see what happens with Krista and Faith, and what happens to Rachel. I saw some shooters for Rachel in the chat today, so who's to say what her situation will be? And then over in Norway, you know, again, the Johansson family is teeny tiny now. It is Astrid and Orson, and we'll see who else may drift in and out.
I never wanted a character to die more than Nils. What the hell name is Nils, by the way? Nils, as in nil gender.
We're coming to a burning, entangly climax.
Short for Nelias the Third.
And Noah, obviously, she's always here with us in spirit. We are so simply jazzed to be your guides and to hold your hands as we collectively move through this story. Now, as far as the next show goes, folks, you know we're going to be here at 5:40 p.m. Pacific, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every weekday, you are going to see Ascension, the show, at 6 p.m. Pacific, even if we are not here as tomorrow. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you come right back after the show, you see the hosts again, and we are always happy to sit and riff and jazz and torment production psychologically, as this is a psychological horror franchise. Eduardo, your final notes.
Jacob,
so one of the
perhaps
big things
announce when exactly the show is ending.
Wednesday. Mystery to everybody, but you know, we have kind of announced the last cinematic cameo a while back. We're clearly coming to a head. Want to make sure that you have. I can't tell you what our time together is, but I know the clock. Personally,
poetic.
Yes. And let's put it this way. You better hope it has 13 hands. Now, so to speak, tonight, you didn't get to see the scene you were meant to see. So enjoy it as a bonus scene. We know these get recorded by
the ultimate bonus
lovely
scene.
Community members who I've named a few times, so don't worry about it for this night. And you'll get to, you know, see that bonus scene. Take it as it is, a bonus scene. Now,
Season
when
2.
we're done with tonight, usually what happens is you kind of get kicked out into the main area, and the main area will have, you know, the catch-up scenes right there. You can check essentially the scene that was meant to play right there, right now. It's technically.
It's such an awkward thing that they're having to explain. Hello, guys. You there? Well, they've.
Live now. Just you know, bear with me a minute, and then you'll get to see that. Again on Wednesday.
We've been bearing with you for quite a while now.
Show. So that'll be an interesting thing. Tomorrow, you essentially get to see Eric's final fate scenes played out. Wednesday, you get Jacob, and who knows what's going to come in the shows that are remaining. But we will let you know. Don't worry, it's not going to be like a surprise, like, oh yeah, today's done, bye. We will let you know in advance, of course. You're not going to miss a second of the action, and we will let you know how things end up. Because, I mean, once Eric's done, we're left with the mothers. And how that ends up is really something you'll want to do. And honestly, you're the ones who write their stories. So you'll want to be there for that.
Oh yeah, so we're the authors of their own demise.
I know we before you give your.
He's like, Jesus Christ.
We're not. You mentioned shouting out audience members, and while we're not giving flowers to the regulars today, we are going to give some flowers. There's a second fan song that we got to see by one Genki, and listen, I love these fan songs. Keep them coming, Genki. Eduardo, now you can take us out.
That's fair. Well, here's the thing.
Genki.
You can check. You can do. There's a lot of video content out there.
Oh, you mean Game-Geki?
And I can only thank you for being with us. All those nights with us. All
Oh, I
those
can't
mornings,
spell it.
afternoons, evening, and nights, wherever you are around the world. The fact that you spend your time with us, we are truly delighted to have you. Now, when we're done, again, take the time to check out that last scene with Eric. It won't take too much of your time, a few extra minutes of your time and patience. You'll get to see what you were meant to see. And tomorrow you'll see Eric's final fate. We'll be back ourselves
I think that was referring to our song, but I don't know.
No matter where you are around the world, I hope you had a wonderful
Thanks,
time.
Eddie. Thanks,
Please
guys.
take care.
Oh, yes. Well, we can't GG because we've got to now catch up on that amazing thing. So we're going to the catch up here. Time to catch up on the latest goings on. Right, so this scene, right? Hello? No? It's, yeah, it's just a black abyss. This is, I can't even escape this black abyss. I can't escape the black abyss. Let's reload the page. If in doubt, reload. Let's try that again. It's a real long scene. A black. Yeah. All I can say to that amazingness is, oh lordy lord, is this? Ascension, what have you done? It's totally not it's not doing it. What if we try going into catch up and start from the earlier episode? No. This is amazing. Try another reload. Try that again. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that's scene one. So we won. Okay, so that's gathering at the mill. Yeah. Where they lingered. And so now is the epic real scene that really happened. And the meltdown goes more in favour of the party and their plan. I guess enacting the plan must be the redemption one then, considering that not enacting the plan was a terrible way to go.
She has to be here.
Listen.
Daddy? Mommy?
Are you hurt?
We're gonna get you out of here.
They want me to do something bad again, but I want to go home. I want to go home and be a family again.
We'll always be a family in some way. Even if Mommy and I can't find our way back together.
Eric, they're here. You have to go.
I need you to be a very brave girl right now.
Daddy?
Keep her safe.
Come on, Faith. We need to get you out of here.
Mommy?
Hello, Mother. You've come to witness the arrival of the great empath and reap what you've sown.
He's mighty cultist.
Rachel!
They're very
I
blonde.
have. Then you know what must be done.
Come on, we have to hurry.
Just give me a second. Shit.
I thought you knew how to work this.
I've never done this before. This was Toby's job, not mine.
But before, you said you tried to shut it down. Eric, what really happened that day?
I was just trying to help.
What did you do?
When I found Toby passed out, I tried shutting everything down. They told me to do it.
Who told you to?
I didn't know what I was doing. So I pushed a button, and I'm sorry, Nora.
You killed all those people.
Yeah, he
My
did.
brother, and you let your best friend take the blame.
It was
You're
a bit of
fucking
a
monster,
killing
Eric.
mood, I guess.
Nora, please. Shit. If you can hear me, everyone needs to leave.
Well, there you go. He's warning them now.
The machines are gonna blow.
Eric, what the fuck are you doing?
Rachel, we have to go.
Okay, so now this is the redemption.
No, it's a trick. Get the blessed.
That distracted him. Stopped it from happening.
I'm sorry. What?
Still has to go face to face with the Devourer anyway. It ultimately ends up the same for Eric. But a finger is saved in the exchange. Claim that, claim that. Now, I am well and truly exhausted from all this. Holy moly, what a clusterfuck that was. So, all I could say is, you know, Lordy Lord.
Lordy Lord.
Alright, and to everyone, a good game. That amazing mention there. I'm going to assume that Genki is us. Alright, GG.